for everybody associated with girls right now. Thank you for your work, and thank you for making me smile again. It's not easy to smile when you leave the United States Congress, so thank you for bringing it back. It's been so long. My fellow honorees, it's so wonderful sharing this evening with you. I also want to single somebody out. She was mentioned before, Molly McDermott. Now, I'd like to tell you that the reason I'm here is because I was a powerful, distinguished member of the House of Representatives, or that President Biden appointed me to the President's Committee on Arts and Humanities, which is a privilege. I'm here, I would like to be able to tell you, based on my stellar reputation, I'm here because Molly McDermott is my across-the-street neighbor in Norfolk of Long Island. And she is so persistent. She didn't even take yes for an answer. And so my wife and I have driven in from Oyster Bay, and we really are delighted to be with you. I'm going to be brief, which you learn how to do when you leave Congress. Brevity is not exactly a specialty of my former colleagues. You know, I left Congress in 2017 in rare form. I left unindicted and undefeated, which you know hardly ever happens. And I'll be honest with you, I left because frankly, I was just sick and tired of the sound bites. I was just sick and tired of going on television and knowing I had to rattle off some polished, punchy line within 15 seconds. I was sick and tired of, we actually have this thing in Congress called the 1-minute speech. You go to the floor, it's called officially a 1-minute speech. Explain your position on the Middle East, on the Straits of Taiwan, on Ukraine, on transatlantic relationships in 1 minute or less. You can't do a service to those issues in 1 minute or less. And I was especially tired of social media, distilling everything into an algorithm and a tweet. And what better antidote to that than what I did next? I opened up my own independent bookstore. Because I really believe that there are some issues that require more than a tweet to really fully understand. And that we're much better off, instead of scrolling, we're much better off just turning pages and bookmarking pages and dog-earing pages and underlining passages and being able to go back to that. And when my former constituents come in these days, they don't come in to yell at me for something. If you're walking into an independent bookstore, you want to have a conversation. You want to learn something. You want to explore. And so I opened up this bookstore. I have been a fan of Girls Right Now since meeting Molly. I'm a fan because it now has a national platform. Congratulations. It is national, 32 states. That is a big deal. And for its 25-year history, it has been nurturing a diverse cadre of young leaders to challenge the guardrails that confine us these days, that confine true critical thinking and true creativity and expression of beautiful thought. And nothing could be more important right now. The theme tonight, just 2 more points, and then I'll wrap up. The theme tonight is radical gratitude. So I'm very familiar with the word radical. I was a Democrat in a Republican district. I was called radical before my first cup of coffee every morning by the other side. Gratitude, I didn't really hear a lot of that when I was in the United States Congress. But look, folks, we are in a radical environment. We are all, to a certain extent, radicalized by those algorithms that are designed to trigger our amygdalas and flood our systems with adrenaline and dopamine and make us more fearful and more angry and push us away from one another. That is a radical environment. We're radicalized by a national impatience and a national attention deficit disorder that doesn't allow us to take the time to write poetry or read poetry or think critically or express ourselves based on our emotion. That is a radical environment. And I want to close by suggesting there are a few ways out of this environment. We've been in these environments before in our history. I was not the smartest member of Congress, although the competition wasn't that stiff. But I know my history. And we've been in these environments before, perilous, pivotal environments. There are always ways to emerge from them. And so one of the things each of us can do to get out of this radical environment is to continue to support the work of Girls Right Now, to foster diversity, creativity, expression, and critical thinking, not just in the 32 states. It's good that you're national. We need to go nationwide, and I will do everything that I can to support that in Washington and beyond. And secondly, thank God we have people like Madeline. We need to also work closer with the publishing industry. We should learn from Macmillan's leadership on corporate social responsibility, and specifically I'm talking about Mac Impact, which is going to work directly with Girls Right Now and help foster a new generation of diverse critical writers. Let's thank Macmillan for Mac Impact. And finally, just read. Put down your devices, read. You can buy Art of the Craft at Theodore's Books. I'm a recovering politician. You can't deny me some self-promotion. Just read again. Let's explore one another. Let's find common ground in the pages that we share. We need, in a dark and polarized and radical environment, now more than ever, we need creativity. We need critical thinking. We need curiosity. We need new, diverse, beautiful voices. We need Girls Right Now for a long time to come. Thank you so very much.